Road trip!
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
As the great poet Willie Nelson once said, on the road again. We couldn't wait to get back on the road again. The footage that you saw this last trip was finished up just a couple days before Christmas. There was a bump. We got home the morning of the 23rd of December.
22nd.
22nd?
Mm-hmm.
23rd.
No, 22nd, because I made it and went to a group of my girlfriends. We get together.
Oh, that's right, because Christmas. Yeah, hey, we made it on the 22nd.
Yes.
We had spent the last month and a few days at the house doing this.
We've been doing a little bit more than that.
We have. We've been doing a lot.
We've been planning because we really, really, really enjoyed our last trip.
Oh my gosh.
And we would not have come back as soon as what we did if we hadn't needed to come back for all of our holiday family, friends situation. And so...
But we like holidays with our family, so we came back.
Yes, no. But we very much enjoyed that, so we had already committed to come back for that. And we thought surely a month we'd be ready to come home. And we were like, we just ran out of time to do all the things we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So...
We had a ball in Texas.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is...
We don't know.
We're not this... See, last trip we planned. We said we're going to go to Galveston. Then when we got to Galveston, we ended up staying an extra week because we really like Galveston. And then made our way to San Antonio. And then made our way just west of Austin at Dripping Springs.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got to Dripping Springs, we only had like 3 days left in our trip.
Well, and not really even that, because the weather wasn't playing nice with us at part of the time.
Right.
So we had one good day in Dripping Springs, I think.
Hamilton Pool.
Yes.
Great day.
Which we loved.
No, we had a good time. We had a good time in San Antonio. I loved the open mics. It was a blast.
Yes.
And again, like we said previously, we love the people in Texas. They've all been so nice to us. So that was a planned trip. This is we knew we were going to go trip, but we didn't know exactly where we were going to go.
The weather has been dictating a lot because we want to get somewhere where we can, what's that called?
Warm up? Thaw out?
De-winterize our trailer.
Yeah, it's too cold. It's too cold to fill it up right now here.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go a little further south. So we're more than dry docking. We're not docking. We don't have any water in the trailer.
Right.
Which I'm sure there's some RVers out there going, oh Lord.
We need to flush everyting out of our system and all that.
I didn't want to do it up here because it would have.
We didn't want to freeze things in the process. So we're just gonna we intentionally chose where we were going based off of where it was going to be warmer.
And we waited until last Saturday in order to plan that out because the weather changes, and it's Indiana. The weather changes every day.
But we're not going to tell everything because we want them to be surprised where we go. But Mikey is itching to tell you.
So what I will say is this: we're not sure exactly where we're going to go the whole trip.
We have touch points.
Yes, we know general area. And when I say general area, like 1,000-mile radius area of where we know we want to probably go. Like I've told everybody this. My only want in this entire trip is to stand on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, and play my guitar.
Now, but that will be
comments. Give me a reference. What's that from?
Yes, but that will be. That's not like anywhere near the first area.
Oh no, that's just sometime in this trip.
So, the other really cool thing is we don't have a set, like we had to be back by a specific date last time. And this time we've got everything kind of covered, and we've got some plan Bs in place if we need to stay out longer than what originally planned.
Yeah,
So
you've got one meeting you've got to go back to.
yeah, but yeah.
Well,
so we're not gonna give all these details. We gotta.
What we will say is this, and I want y'all to.
Y'all right back there.
Addie's throwing stuff.
She's into a really good book, so.
So. What I will tell you is this: we're going back to Texas. And
my parents knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, your mom and dad eye rolled because her mom and dad are so much like, don't ever go back where you've already been. Go somewhere else. And I'm sure there's people.
Texas is a really big place.
It is. But we're going back to the same place. So
one place.
Well, when we ended our trip, we'd spent 3 days west of Austin in Dripping Springs. And 3 days was absolutely not enough time. We didn't even actually go into the city of Austin. We drove through it to go home, but I want to go see the city of Austin. I want to go into the big city, y'all.
He wants to see the city. I want to see a lot of the other natural things that we know are in the area, but we couldn't go to.
Yeah, we were mind blown with Hamilton Pool.
Yes.
So we want to go see some of the other natural pools that are there. We know that I think there's a couple more. Just the hill country alone is enough to spend a month. We're giving y'all a week. And then we're going to move on from there. There's a couple open mics that I went to that I want to go back to because the people there were awesome. And I feel like I made some friends down there that I'd love to go back and see real quick. And then after we're done with Austin.
So now he's telling keep your hands on the wheel.
I know.
And I'm sorry about the camera angle. We're using a different camera, and so I feel like I'm going out of frame.
Yeah.
But we'll figure that out too on the road. But we have plans, so we're excited.
Are you excited?
Yes.
You really should be because we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yes, and we've got plenty of yummy food planned. I've been through the blog looking. I've got new cookbooks that I'm excited about using, including since we're going back to Texas, a Texas slow cooker cookbook that I want to try out. But then also, I went back through the blog and found some of our absolute favorite recipes that we haven't done videos on yet. So
yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of new recipes while we're out. We're gonna do some tried and true favorites.
Yes.
And we're gonna do some that we might have done cooking shows for before, but they're really good recipes. So
yeah,
we're gonna eat what we want to eat on this trip. And of course,
we might remind you of some of your favorites.
We may even do Mississippi chicken. Ow! I ain't doing that the whole trip.
You hit Ock.
Sorry, Ock. Here we go. Well, we're somewhere, not sure where, but we just stopped to get gas, and well, somebody had to go change their britches. And that's because, well, see that gum? Well, evidently some gum somehow didn't make it into a trash can and got all over the back of Chris's britches. So Cris isn't too happy with me right now. When you see this, honey, I'm sorry. We should totally title this episode Changing Chris's Britches. She's gonna kill me.
Hold this for a second.
What took you so long?
The bottom tray of the refrigerator in the door wasn't in correctly, so when I opened it, the Brita filter water and the really expensive pasta sauce and everything dumped all over the floor.
The pasta sauce dumped out?
No, it didn't break. But the water went everywhere.
That's good, because I'd hate to have to clean up another mess after that gum incident.
Oh, you told them about the gum.
I told them that
Have you cleaned it up?
I told them that we were going to title this episode Changing Chris's Britches.
You're rotten.
See, she still loves me.
You're in trouble. I got the peanut butter. Is it cleaned up, or did you get it off of there?
I gotta go clean up the mess now. I gotta go clean up her mess.
Mister?
Yes, ma'am. I think somebody's still mad at me.
I broke my nail getting back in, dude.
Oh my goodness. We got most of it. I'll clean the rest up later.
You got big shadows on your face.
It's funny, all I can see is the sun.
Hey, don't you complain about the sun.
Oh, I'm not. Check it out. Well, you can't see, but I'll tell you. It's 59 degrees down here in Arkansas.
Woo woo!
Except for their bumpy highway.
Yes. And the leaky toilet.
Yeah, we're in warmer weather, which is great. And so we get down into western Missouri, and we stop at a truck stop, and it's nice and warm. And it's one of those truck stops that has the RV dumping site and water, fresh water, and water to clean out your black tank and everything. I'm like, woohoo, what do you say we go ahead now and de-winterize the trailer? So
while we have sunlight.
Yeah, while we had sun, we'd have to wait till we got there. That way we could use the water tonight, use the bathroom tonight. And I pull up, and I start dumping. You got to pay a fee, and they said, we'll only charge you $3 instead of 10. I'm like, okay. And so I hook up the black tank, and I start dumping stuff, and then I hook up the water to clean out the black tank. Everything's working fine. And then, well, no, I take that back. We hook up the water, and there's no water coming out of the spigot. And so I told Cris to go back in, tell him to turn on the water. And this lady's like, well, because of the weather, we got the water shut off, and I can't turn it back on.
Well, the first lady.
Yeah.
And they weren't real sure. And so then when I came back in to get our money back, then the other lady, like, they weren't sure how to get my money back for what. So ultimately, a new lady came, and it was easier for her to figure out how to turn on the water than it was to figure out how to do the refund.
All $3.
And she was great, though, because she was determined to help us. And so she went and figured it out. So they got the water on. So then we started doing everything, and everything was great.
That's when we started flushing out the black tank. Everything worked out fine. Yep. Everything was good. The new valve that I put on, or the slide valve for the end of the tanks, you're welcome, worked fine. Everything's good. Hook up the fresh water.
It was still fine.
It was still good.
Everything was flushing out, and we were good because we wanted to flush everything out, and then
they flush out the antifreeze out of the line.
And then empty the tanks and all that kind of stuff. But then we started noticing some dripping water.
That wasn't coming from the drippy spigot.
No.
It was coming from the bottom of the trailer.
Which is a scary thing.
Because you don't know because there's like a skirt or a bottom wrap kind of thing.
Well,
so it's coming out from the wrap.
Water in the wrong places isn't good.
No, when it comes leaking and you can't see where it's coming from, the first thing you say is, uh-oh. Uh-oh. So we started looking, and we found it in the outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, one of the, one of the pipe. Well, it's not even the pipe.
No, it's not. It's in the valve. It's the main line that comes up and hooks into the spigot on.
It needed tightened.
Yeah. So I know I've got to probably fix that. I'm thinking, okay, no problem. We'll just shut the water off to it. Don't worry about it. We don't really use the sink to the outdoor kitchen much anyway. No worries. And then
we noticed that the water didn't stop leaking.
No, and it was leaking out from the bathroom. That's no bueno.
No.
And for all y'all who aren't privy on French, that means it's no good. So I go in there and I start taking the bathroom apart, which is always great to do at a truck stop.
Hey.
And it's supposed to be like a 20-minute stop. That was dump, refill and go.
An hour later,
I'm looking underneath the sink, and I could trace the water, but it wasn't coming from the water lines going up in the sink. And I could see where the water was coming from, and it's coming from the back of the toilet.
But thank goodness the freshwater part of the toilet, not the not.
Yeah,
we weren't having
not
to
so
tank
fresh
problem.
Is good.
Yes.
The fresh though is leaking from the valve, so I did not do a good enough job of winterizing.
Right.
And learning experience, not a good experience to have. So I don't think we're going to make it to Hot Springs like we had previously planned because we need to find a Lowe's.
Well, we've already got it all programmed. We'll be there soon.
Home Depot or somewhere.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's just a thing where I can fix the leak by maybe a new gasket or something. I'm not sure yet. We've been YouTubing the whole time, and everybody's got a different toilet. Everybody's got a different toilet with
That's
different
kind of RV in
mechanisms.
general, though.
Yeah.
It's everybody is. It's like all the different RVs have all different companies that give them all different kinds of parts. So it's not like you buy like a Toyota vehicle and it's Toyota parts inside. It's like there's different companies.
It's whatever they put in it.
Yeah. And so figuring out what you have so you can figure out how to fix it is, but that's part of the adventure.
But we think we pinpointed, and I'll know next time we stop and get gas, I'm going to go back and check and see if there's like some kind of a sticker or something on the toilet, but we have all
but we have all the leaking water stopped.
Well, that's because we shut the water off.
Yeah, we just kind of like made sure that all the water was out.
Water pump shut off, and then I drain the water out of the line so that it won't, and then I've got some paper towel down there just to make sure it picks up any leak or whatever, just in case something comes out.
I just think that what this has taught, and it's not this experience, but just in general, RV living, RV life, is that
stuff breaks.
Well, one, stuff breaks, but two, life happens. I'm not going to say anything else with the toilet in my face. Life happens, and you just kind of got to take it as it comes, and we'll get it fixed. It's not that big of a deal, right?
Says the gal who's not going to get in there behind the toilet and try to work.
Now, I was helping you.
Yes, you handed me the wrong wrench twice.
I was helping you with the outside water, too.
Oh, yeah, well, there was that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Good team.
To my defense, there's no way two people can fit in there to fix that toilet.
That's the other part, is the toilet, the valve, the thing you step on the pedal, to flush your stuff, is on the inside, right next to the sink. I'm naturally a big dude, and on top of that, I'm a big dude. So trying to fit me in there,
honey,
you know what we're gonna do?
I don't care who you are.
Addie's done reading. Addie's done listening to music. Addie's gonna YouTube and figure out how to do it. We're gonna fit her in there, and she's gonna fix it. And it better be done right.
I don't know about that. We're gonna get it all figured out.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling flushed.
All right, to Lowe's. Hi, dear.
I got your problem right here. This fell out of the toilet. So a common problem in RVs, looks like, from what we've seen from other guys, in fact, one guy had this exact same problem, is even though I blew water out of the lines and everything, and I thought I'd flush the toilet, which I know I did, water still got trapped in the valve itself, so there's a little hairline crack going down the valve. We ordered a new valve on Amazon that's going to deliver it to the RV park we're going to stay at, but it's going to be 2 days, and well, we can't go 2 days without going to the bathroom, and we're probably going to boondock tonight, which means we'll have to use a bathroom sometime. So the best solution I've got for now, other than I'm going to put some kind of a drip pan underneath this valve so that we can still use it, is I've got some Flex Seal, just a sealer for kind of, this is definitely a temporary fix. I wouldn't leave it like this, but I'm just going to put some Flex Seal on the valve itself, and then put it back on,
pray it works,
and cross our fingers that it works. Because if not, well, we're gonna have to potty somehow. So I'm gonna do that. Just I'm wearing a glove too because I don't want this stuff on my hands.
No, let's not Flex Seal your hand. I'm not getting it good, but that's okay. We're not professionals or anything.
No. Absolutely not.
This has nothing to do with crock pot cooking.
Looks like it's doing something.
Okay.
Sticking.
You don't want it too big, though.
No, I'm gonna leave it just like that. That's it.
Okay.
Pop this in and see what happens.
Okay. Lord have mercy. He took off with the slide out, but thankfully caught it before we went anywhere. Hi, dear.
Whenever you're going down the road and you stop somewhere and you got to get in your RV, you got to put your slide out. Put your slide out in before you leave. At least we did it in the Lowe's parking lot and not on the highway.
Hashtag life is an adventure.
Hashtag moo. The bull is on the run. I had these dreams and visions of becoming a travel vlogger for all the glitz and glamour. Glitz and glamour, y'all. Well, I got her put back together, at least, so that we can use it. But that Flex Seal didn't work at all. Of course, I didn't think it would, but I was hoping. So we're gonna use this toilet very little. Number one only, no number two. You know what I mean? So luckily we are boondocking in Hope, Arkansas at the Walmart Supercenter, and they have bathrooms, so we can take care of the business there, if you know what I mean. But for now, we're going to bed. Got about a 7, maybe 8 hour run tomorrow to get to Dripping Springs, and that's the goal. Good night.